What's up, Men's Health? Happy Sunday. We're going to take you through a low back and hip mobility session today. Literally in the middle of it. Just started about 10 minutes ago. I've just been on the climber machine, just getting some blood flow, just getting ready for the day, and now we're going to go into some hip mobility, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to start in the half kneeling position. We're going to go straight on, okay? We're going to, in this half kneeling position with the knee down, we're going to tighten the glute on that side, and we're going to start just rocking forward. Small movements, not a big movement. Just trying to open up that anterior aspect of the hip. We're going to try to open up all angles of that hip and just really just loosen up your hips. Get your hips feeling more mobile, getting the pressure off your lower back, getting the pressure off your hips, and getting you ready for your Sunday, right? So I'm just going to try to open this up. We're going to do about 10 of these on each side. Remember to keep that glute tight. So remember to keep this glute tight here as we lean forward. Because you don't want to travel too far forward. Just very small movements just to get the anterior aspect mobilized. So tighten the posterior chain, tighten that backside glute, pull in and out. Good. Okay, so let's do a couple more of these just forward. And then what we're going to do is start opening up to the side, okay? And we're going to do these on both sides. Good. So now we're going to walk our foot out about 45 degrees on an angle, and we're just going to get in there a little more, okay? So we're going to go 45 degrees on that angle and really just trying to open up the inner aspect of our thighs, inside the hips, just trying to open up, just leaning into it. You'll feel it on this backside. Adductor right to the pubic symphysis region. Good. Just try to just open this up. Good. It's a good way to get these hips open. Get them ready for your day. Good. A couple more of these here. Nice. And now let's go directly out to the side. See, I'm going to walk even further out, okay? You can take a kettlebell. Some people like to take a kettlebell and just ease into it to get that weight down. Let me show you what I'm talking about real fast. So, let's say here, this is what I mean. So just watch this. So we're going to go wide. Okay, we're going to grab that kettlebell, and we're just going to lean into it. So the weight of the kettlebell will create more stretch coming this way, just leaning in. Just put that to the side, just rocking it out, okay? So it's a good way just to try to open up the hips, all three angles. One more. Good, now let's switch sides. Let's bring that knee down, bring the other foot forward. Remember, we're going forward. Well, on all these, you're gonna tighten the glute on the side that's down. Okay, and we'll start rocking forward. So remember, from this angle you'll see, tighten that glute, tighten this up, and then just rock into it. Small movements, just get that anterior aspect of the hip opened up. There we are. So you'll feel the difference side to side. This is the side that's open for me. The other side is where I really feel it. So sometimes spend a little more time on the side that you feel. A little more. Good, just to get it opened up, okay? So now we're going to go directly out, go 45-degree angle, and we'll start just digging in. So 45 degrees, in and then out. Good. Yeah, if you need to spread that heel a little further away to get more of a stretch on the side, that's fine. Just make sure you're keeping that glute tight. Oof. So I just felt a mobilization in that hip, a little pop. It's okay if you feel those. That'll just help open you up a little bit. You don't want to stretch into pain though. Remember to only go until you feel that stretch. Don't stretch past that point. Good. Let's go out wider, a little more. Start opening up. So the three different angles we're going for: forward, 45, and all the way out wide, just to make sure we get all aspects of the hip opened up. Good. Couple more. Good. Okay, awesome. I'm gonna just put this here. Good. So right after we got these hips opened up, we want to get the posterior side and the low back, okay? So what I like to do is from this kneeling position, is we'll have this foot, we'll bring it outside, okay? So we're gonna transfer it outside that hand, and then we're gonna bring it, wrapping it all the way around. But when we wrap it around, we're not leaning back. We're stretching the foot back and leaning into this other side so we get the outside of this hip. And then we're gonna come up. So I'm not basically gonna do it almost in a flow. 1, 2, out, lean in, okay? So 1, 2, back, lean into that side, good. Back out, 1, 2, back. Remember, we're leaning out to this side, not back. Okay, stretching that foot back, but the stretch is gonna occur when we lean out to the side on the outside of that hip, right here. Good. And then forward. Good. Let's do 2 more. This is gonna feel really good in my hips. My hips are extremely tight. Just from my increased load, let's switch sides. So I've been increasing my load, my workouts a little bit over the last 2 weeks, and I feel great, but I also have to know that because I'm strength training so much more than I was in such a higher volumes right now, that I need to make sure that I'm also doing my mobility work so everything stays good and open and moving well and functioning properly, right? So it's always a combination of everything. Strength, mobility, soft tissue work. That's how we're gonna have our bodies moving at the most optimal level. It's comboing these things and bringing them together to loosen up and to strengthen. Good. So a couple more of these. Good, same thing. You see, we're not stretching, leaning back. We're going into the side to get the outside of the hip. This way, out. Good. Last one. Good, knees together, down, okay? And what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this arm out to the side, get that pec stretched out, other arm here. We're gonna scorpion up and over. You're gonna feel the stretch to the anterior aspect of the shoulder, then also through the hips, okay? So as you see, I'm bending the heel to the butt, lifting it up, scorpion over, and back down, good. So up, scorpion over, good, and down. And up, scorpion over, good. I'm really getting this stretch here in this shoulder. Feeling really good for me. Good. Let's do one more. Good. Do low round sets on these. Just opening you up. Switch. Really feel that stretch, so exaggerate that up and over. So you really get that hip to open up. I need rotation on that spine. Okay, so let's do one more of these after. Okay, awesome. Because we did rotation, we didn't do extension, okay? So I like to do some prone press-ups from this position. Just press up. Each time you might have to start here. If that's where you feel your restriction is, that's okay. Come back down. The next time, come up a little higher. Come back down. And hopefully all the way, keeping your pelvis on the floor. Okay, your hips are staying down. You're just peeling your chest, your abdomen off the ground. Feeling that stretch. Getting that extension through. Peel this off. Good. Amazing. Okay. Sit back. Just want to get the lats too. So we're going to sit back. We're going to cross this hand over. Okay. Just lean into it. So you're crossing the hand over and you're leaning on a diagonal back, sitting back, right? Feeling the stretch through your lat. and then forward, back down. So I'm just rocking into it, just really trying to open up that lat, making sure everything stays loose. Here so you can see. Good. Switch sides. Cross that other hand over. Reach. Ooh. So, same thing on here, right? When you're going side to side, you're going to feel the difference side to side. You're really going to feel where you're tight. My left side is my left side injured shoulder. Feeling better, but also still tight. Good. Keep sitting back into it. Let's do 2 more. Good. All right. And shake it out. So quick, almost like a full body. We did hips, low back. Started through the hips, went through the outside of the hips, rotation, and then worked the lats. So it's basically a full body to get some pressure off your lower back. The reason we're working our lats is because the lat attaches on your thoracolumbar region, where your lower back and your mid back come together. We want to make sure that that stays loose, so there's no pressure on that lower back, okay? So we got our hips, we got rotation, we worked the posture, opening up our chest muscles, and then also with the lats, take pressure off the lower back, okay? So pretty simple, easy way to get your hips and lower back open. Great way to start a Sunday. I would say this type of movement, I'm probably doing like once or twice a week, this little flow here, just to get a full body opening, especially when I'm feeling tight or when I'm just beat up from the week, right? So check this out, use it on Sundays, use it throughout your week, maybe use it when you're at your desk and you're tight, get on the floor, get through it, run through it, bring your yoga mat. So easy thing to just work through mobility for your full body, okay? Any questions, shoot me a DM, Stan Giordano, DPT. I'm right here in Bespoke Treatments, Seattle. Any questions, shoot it back, okay? Follow Bespoke Treatments for your PT and physio guys. Check out the Men's Health Fix, Men's Health Muscle The Fix on YouTube. Okay, we'll see you guys next week, all right? Cheers, happy Sunday.